Siouxland with Nick Wilson and meteorologist Ethan Foreman. From KCAU 9 News, this is Goodday Siouxland.
Well, good morning. It's 6:45 on this Wednesday morning. I'm Nick Wilson.
And I'm Ethan Foreman.
And sounds like we've got some nice, pleasant conditions for today.
Yeah, not only today, but really for the foreseeable future, as we have a good deal of sunshine in the forecast and also some warmth during the days, but cool nights, meaning that you can open up those windows. Here's a look at our Port Neal Welding Company camera in downtown Sioux City with quiet conditions out there this morning once again, and temperatures right now not bad at all, just a little on the chilly side in a few spots, down to 43 in Denison, 45 in Lamar's, Cherokee, Sheldon, and Wayne, 54, one of the warm spots in Storm Lake, where we have just a little bit more of that wind out there this morning, but still pretty calm across the area. Temperature outlook from the 30th of September through the 4th of October shows we're going to see above average temperatures likely across the Midwest and much of the U.S. in fact, and that's going to be the case for drier conditions during that time frame as well. So really not much precip on the way and not much fall-like days. We do have fall-like nights in the forecast, just not necessarily during the day until we get toward next week. Those details coming up in your full forecast.
Well, the man accused of planning to assassinate former President Donald Trump on his Florida golf course has now been indicted. Ryan Wesley Routh had been originally charged with 2 federal firearms offenses. Now, however, he's facing additional charges of attempted assassination, assaulting a federal officer, and possessing a firearm in furtherance of a crime of violence. Now, if convicted, Routh faces a potential life sentence. Closer to home now, Ho-Chunk Incorporated is celebrating its 30th anniversary with an event for the Winnebago community. Now, tonight's events include a dinner, traditional round dance, fireworks, and more. It'll all get underway at 4 p.m. at the Ho-Chunk Village in Winnebago, Nebraska. Ho-Chunk Incorporated was founded by the Winnebago tribe in 1994 in the effort to help create jobs and diversify the tribe's economy. Now today, they employ more than 2,000 people. And also going on today, Western Iowa Tech Community College is hosting an event in honor of Hispanic Heritage Month. Rhythms and Roots will take place in the Rockland Conference Center on the Witt campus here in Sioux City from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. There will be artwork and fashion designs on display as well as live music. Now the event is free and open to the public. Meanwhile, if you're out and about in Sioux City today, you may run into a number of groups of Morningside University students. That's because today is Into the Streets. That's the university's annual day of volunteering throughout the community. During the morning hours, hundreds of students will help out at various organizations and nonprofits across town. The event is hosted by the university's chapter of the Omicron Delta Kappa Leadership Honor Society. And meanwhile, if you have a number 9 birthday coming up, KCAU 9 would love to help you celebrate. We're celebrating the 9s each Thursday right here on Goodday Siouxland. So if you or a loved one is turning 9, 99, or any 9 in between, we want to hear about it. Every Thursday, we'll share a list of birthday shout-outs with one lucky person taking home a prize from one of our sponsors. So if you'd like to be featured, just go to SiouxlandProud.com and click on Celebrating the 9s under the Contest tab to enter by each Tuesday at noon. Right now, we're especially looking for October birthdays. Now it's time we meet today's Stray of the Day, and it's Still Waiting Wednesday. Every Wednesday, we feature a pet at Sioux City Animal Adoption and Rescue who's been waiting quite some time to find a forever home.
That's right, and this is Ginny, a 1 to 2 year old female brown tabby cat. She was found on the 800 block of 18th Street. The rescue says she had recently had several kittens who have had found homes of their own, and now it's her turn to find a family. Ginny is super friendly and outgoing and is available adoption now over at PetSmart.
And if you've lost your pet, you're looking to adopt, or you'd like to sponsor a pet for adoption, You can visit the rescue's website at SiouxCityAnimalRescue.com. She sure seems like a nice cat. Glad her kittens are doing well, too. It's a shame that she had so many, I guess. The shelter's been pretty full lately.
Yeah, they sure have. Hopefully somebody adopts Jenny and a bunch of other pets soon, but looking like a great day to go adopt a pet as we have a good deal of sunshine. They'll like this weather, I think, as much as we will. And satellite and radar shows clear skies across the area with plenty of sunshine. So definitely great to get outside and enjoy this beautiful weather as we have this summer-like heat continuing for this week as we see those temperatures climbing into the 80s despite it being fall now. So definitely make sure to enjoy this. Just a few high level clouds at times. We do have a high pressure system moving in tonight. That's what's creating these warm days followed by cool nights on the way, but it will be a great night to open up those windows as well as temperatures fall down into the 50s and potentially some 40s. Then a cold front moves in as we head into Thursday night and into Friday. It's really not going to do much though, as we see temperatures remaining about the same, and you can see clouds basically non-existent, just a few here and there, not much on the way, as we see great conditions holding not only into the end of the week but also the weekend and even next week as well. 81 for that high today, sunny and warm for your Wednesday, dropping down to a low of 49 tonight as we see clear, cool, and quiet conditions. So this means we're going to have very low humidity across the region as well. Fire danger risk will be a possibility, so be careful, but it won't be too windy, so it won't be spreading around quite as fast as it did at times last year, so that's certainly some good news. We do see those temperatures holding into the mid 80s for the weekend with lows in the low to mid 50s. We do see a cold front move through as we head into Monday. That won't really do much for cloud cover or rain chances, but it will drop those temperatures back more seasonal in those low to mid 70s for highs and low to mid 40s for lows from Tuesday through Thursday, October 1st through 3rd.
Now we turn to sports, where we're back on the hardwood this Wednesday morning with more Siouxland High School volleyball action. Anthony Mitchell has the latest highlights right here in your morning sports wrap.
Good morning, Siouxland. The War Eagle Conference in the spotlight last night on the volleyball court, starting off with Hartley Melvin Sanborn making the trip to Lamar's to face off against Galen Catholic. The last 16 meetings in the series come via sweep. Galen Catholic 20-0 against the Hawks dating back to 2009. Hartley Melvin Sanborn with a chance to move to 500 in conference play and hand Galen its first War Eagle loss. Set point home team set one. Galen goes for Isaiah Sitzman. She leads the Jays in kills. There's another one. Galen wins set one 25-13. Here come the Hawks out of set two. Kylie Shiphoff extends and puts it over the net. Very next point. So nice. She did it twice. HMS starts set 2-0 on a 4-0 run. Jays fighting back. Addie Castle on the serve. Freshman sticks the landing. That's an ace. Galen gets the job done with a 3-0 sweep over HMS. Up next, Harris Lake Park looking for its first conference win of the year and first win over Remsen St. Mary since 2018. Hawks win set one, trailing by one in set two. Grace Gallus goes down the sideline. No one's home. Point Hawks. Hawks up and hungry for more. Great dig here by HLP. Sets up a push for Kendall Niemeyer. Just out of reach here on that sideline for the Hawks. Remsen rebounds. Josie Swickerath gets some help from the net. Hey, whatever works, right? Ace. Hawks notch its fourth consecutive sweep over the Wolves, taking the 3-0 win over HLP. Even more action in Nebraska. Pender hosted a triangular featuring Stanton and Wisner-Pilger hosts, kicking off the action against Stanton to begin the night. Stanton swept Pender last year. Pendragons looking to flip the script here in 2024. Pickup action early. First set, Stanton, Skylar Seabrunt going for the kill, but Kaylee Schrader and Myra Hansen team up for the block. Pendragons lead 2-0. That wouldn't last long. It's 3-0 Pender. Seabrunt with a kill. That cuts Pender's lead 3-1. A big kill there. Seabrunt stealing the show. Stanton now up 21-14. And guess who it is? Seabrunt. Massive kill yet again. Stanton wins the first set 25-15. They would sweep Pender 2-0. Next match, Stanton against the Gators of Wisner-Pilger. Mustangs won via sweep last season. The Gators strike first. Opening serve. Jessa Montgomery with a tap back over the net for the first point of the set. 1-0 Gator lead. Later in the set, 10-7 Stanton in front. Bergen Pullman with a kill. That makes it 11-7 Mustangs. Stanton starting to pull away late. Olivia Hupp with a dig. Then it's the setup, teeing it up for the kill, and she's going to deliver. 18-14 Stanton. Mustangs would win the first set 25-18 and get the 2-1 win over Wisner-Pilger. And that'll be all for sports. Have a good day, Siouxland.
Now let's take a look at this morning's top stories, what you need to know before you go. As farmers work on the harvest, Siouxland law enforcement officials want drivers to practice some extra caution on the road through the rest of the fall season. One spot they especially recommend slowing down is when driving uphill, since there could potentially be slow-moving farm vehicles on the other side. And if you come across farm equipment anywhere on the road, keep your distance, and if you're planning to pass, make sure to signal and give the equipment's driver time to notice and react.
So understand that if you are going to pass, make sure that farm machinery sees you, the person operating that machinery sees you, and that it's a safe place to pass.
Now, according to Iowa's Department of Transportation, more than 1,100 traffic accidents happen each year involving farming equipment and passenger vehicles. And speaking of the Iowa DOT, well, none of us want to think about it yet, but winter will inevitably be here in just a few short months. And with that in mind, the DOT is already preparing, so they'll be ready for any potential snowfall. Now, right now, they're working on things like calibrating equipment, completing repairs, and training new snowplow drivers. On the plus side, last year's milder winter means it's easier to get stocked up on important supplies this year.
I have 265,000 ton of salt approximately sitting on the ground in our 100 garages and offsites, which is about 109% of capacity. So going into the winter season, we're at a very good position for materials.
Now, October 15th marks the beginning of the winter season. As far as the Iowa DOT is concerned, by that date, Hawkeye State snowplows and their drivers all need to be ready to go. And elsewhere, charges have now been pressed in the case surrounding the disappearance and death of a 17-year-old girl in Farnhamville, Iowa. Now, the county attorney for Sac and Calhoun counties in Iowa sent out a press release late last night. According to that release, Nathaniel Beavers McGivney has been charged with first-degree murder. It comes after he was arrested on Monday. The investigation remains ongoing, and law enforcement believe there's no ongoing threat to public safety. Meanwhile, closing arguments are expected today in the ongoing trial for the man accused of killing 4 people in Laurel, Nebraska back in August of 2022. Now, the prosecution rested their case yesterday in the trial of Jason Jones. Jones is charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder, 4 counts of use of a firearm to commit a felony, and 2 counts of first-degree arson. His wife, Carrie Jones, has been charged with 1 count of first-degree murder, tampering with physical evidence, and accessory to a felony in the case. And finally, the Woodbury County Board of Supervisors signed off on the second reading of proposed changes to the county's wind energy ordinance. Now, the changes would increase the required setbacks for wind turbines and place limits on noise levels. They'd also affect the application process and design standards. Another public hearing on the matter is coming up next Tuesday at 4:45 p.m. in the basement of the Woodbury County Courthouse. Well, one last check on that forecast. A fairly uneventful day, I guess you could say.
Yeah, you don't have to wait till next Tuesday to find out that we have some nice conditions on the way for basically the 9-on-9 forecast, as every day is looking just fantastic. Sunny and warm for your Wednesday as we see high of 81 degrees and then dropping down to 49 as we see clear, cool, and quiet conditions across the area. And your 9-on-9 forecast showing that we see those highs staying in the 80s for the rest of the week, even lasting in the weekend and Monday as well, as we see temperatures at night staying pretty cool in those 50s. So great nights to open up the windows, even have a bonfire in the evening, looking okay for that as well. Just be careful, as fire danger risk is a small concern, but it's not a huge concern at this time.
Overall, I just can't believe how many 80s there are on the 9-on-9 this late in the year.
Yeah, it's definitely crazy.
Yes, it is. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here at 11:30.